I still remember that morning clearly, the day everything in the Sharma mansion began to change. Mr. Arjun Sharma, a successful businessman, lived in a world of luxury. His house was the biggest in the city. His cars gleamed brighter than the morning sun. But there was one thing missing: kindness. He had money, fame, and power, yet his heart had grown cold. He looked down on everyone who worked for him: drivers, guards, servants, all treated as if they were invisible. He often said proudly, "People respect me because I am rich." But soon life was about to teach him that respect cannot be bought, it must be earned. One rainy evening, a young woman named Meera came to the mansion looking for work. She was shy, simple, and her clothes were faded from years of struggle. "I'm here for the maid's position," she said softly. The head butler looked her up and down. "Mr. Sharma doesn't like inexperienced workers," he warned. Meera smiled gently. "I can learn fast, sir. I just need a chance." When Arjun first saw her, he frowned. You look like you've never worked a day in your life. I need professionals, not charity cases." Meera lowered her eyes but didn't leave. "Sir, please, I'll work hard. You won't regret it." Something in her calm confidence made him pause. Against his usual habit, he said, "Fine, 1 week trial. If you make even one mistake, you're out." From that day, Meera began her work, cleaning floors, arranging flowers, cooking small meals for the staff. She never complained, never asked for help, and always greeted everyone with a kind smile. While the other servants feared Arjun's temper, Meera treated him with quiet respect. Every morning, she'd greet him, "Good morning, sir. I hope you have a peaceful day." He'd reply coldly, "Peaceful? I have meetings worth millions today. Don't waste my time with your good wishes." One afternoon, Arjun came home angry after a business deal failed. He threw his phone across the room, shattering it into pieces. Meera, who was dusting nearby, calmly picked up the broken parts. "Sir," she said softly, "sometimes things break to remind us how fragile they are, even when they look strong." Arjun looked at her surprised. "What do you mean?" She smiled faintly. "It's easy to be kind when life is perfect, but real strength is being calm when life isn't." For the first time in years, Arjun had no reply. A few days later, Meera fainted while cleaning the corridor. The staff rushed to help her, but Arjun simply said, "Take her to the servants' room, she'll be fine." That evening, he overheard two maids talking. "She hasn't eaten properly for days," she whispered. "She sends her food to her little brother at the orphanage," the other said. Arjun froze. "She gives away her food?" he thought. That night, curiosity made him open her staff file. Under address, it simply said, "Children's Shelter, Shanti Orphanage." He drove there the next morning, pretending to inspect a charity project. There, he saw Meera laughing with a group of children, her eyes glowing with joy as she served them simple rice and curry. The matron recognized Arjun. "Oh, Meera, she works for you, sir. But before that, she was one of our oldest volunteers. Every week she brings food and helps teach the children." Arjun felt something shift inside him, a quiet shame, mixed with admiration. "This girl with nothing gives more than I ever have," he thought. One evening, as Meera was cleaning the office, Arjun received a phone call that made his face turn pale. His biggest business partner accused him of fraud and threatened to cancel a massive contract. The next morning, newspapers screamed headlines, "Business tycoon Arjun Sharma under investigation." Within days, his so-called friends vanished. Clients stopped calling. His social circle that once admired him now whispered behind his back. He began shouting at everyone, throwing papers, slamming doors. Most servants resigned out of fear, except Meera. She quietly stayed behind, working longer hours than before. She made him tea, organized his papers, and said gently, "Sir, everything will be okay. Storms don't last forever." He laughed bitterly. "You don't understand money, Meera. When it's gone, everything goes with it." she replied softly. No, sir. Money can return, but once you lose kindness, it's gone forever. Her words hit him like lightning. For the first time, Arjun began to listen, really listen. He watched how Meera treated the guards, the gardeners, even stray dogs outside the gate. She'd feed them before she ate. He saw how people smiled when she was around. Slowly, he began to help her. One morning, he joined her at the orphanage, helping serve food. The children were shocked, the great Arjun Sharma holding a ladle of curry. When Meera saw him, she smiled. I didn't think you'd come, he replied awkwardly. I just wanted to see what keeps you so happy. A small boy tugged at Arjun's sleeve. Uncle, will you read us a story? Arjun hesitated, then sat down and read aloud. The children clapped and laughed, their joy echoing through the hall. That night, for the first time in years, Arjun slept peacefully.
Months passed. Arjun's case was cleared. The fraud was proven false. The business survived, but something more important had changed. Arjun himself. He started treating his employees like family. He raised salaries, gave health benefits, and personally met with every worker once a month. One day, he called Meera into his office. You've been more than a maid, he said sincerely. You've been my teacher. Meera smiled. No, sir, you simply found the kindness that was already inside you. He handed her an envelope. This is for you. Your new position as coordinator for my charity foundation. You'll manage all social projects. Tears filled her eyes. Sir, I don't have a college degree. He replied, You have something better. Compassion. 5 years later, the Sharma Foundation had built schools, hospitals, and shelters across the country. Meera became the head of community programs, inspiring thousands of people with her story. Arjun often spoke at events beginning with the same words. Once, I believed power made me strong, but a humble maid taught me that real power lies in kindness. One day, during a large charity event, a journalist asked Meera, What made you stay in that mansion when everyone else left? She smiled gently, Because I saw pain behind arrogance. Sometimes, the ones who seem hardest to love are the ones who need love the most. The audience applauded, some with tears in their eyes. A few years later, Meera received devastating news. The orphanage where she had grown up was going to be demolished to make space for a new shopping complex. She went to Arjun immediately. Sir, please, we can't let them destroy it. That place gave hope to hundreds of children. Arjun nodded. We won't let it happen. The next week, he personally bought the land and rebuilt the orphanage into a modern facility, the Meera Children's Home. At the opening ceremony, Meera cut the ribbon as the children cheered. Arjun stood beside her, smiling with pride. He whispered, You changed this place, Meera. You changed me. Years later, when people spoke of Arjun Sharma, they no longer described him as the rich businessman. They called him the man with the golden heart. And when they asked how he became that way, he would always tell the same story about a young maid who taught him that wealth without kindness is poverty in disguise. Moral of the story: true wealth is not measured by money, but by compassion. Be kind to everyone, because you never know who might change your life forever. Life often hides its greatest lessons in the simplest people. Sometimes, a humble heart can teach the proud the meaning of humanity. Remember, kindness costs nothing, but it can change everything.